Everybody, this is my mate Dylan Wright, all the way from Cronulla.
It's a long way.
Is it? It's a long way?
Yeah. I had to bring my passport.
You had to bring your passport over a couple bridges. Yeah. We sort of live within 10 minutes of each other. So, yeah, I mean, there's a couple silver linings to COVID, and one big one is the lack of traffic on the roads.
So good.
Yeah.
So good. Not too many crazy people out.
No, yeah. Can you guys hear Dylan okay? There's a 10-second delay as well. So this is the first time that Dylan's been on Twitch. Yes. Oh, this is good.
I'm very nervous.
Yeah, he's nervous. Hence the beer and then his nerves made me nervous. And then and oh, by the way, Fissa, thanks for the raid. That's probably the biggest fucking raid anybody has given me, so I appreciate it. I knew there was a catch. All right. So just a little bit of backstory on how I met Dylan. It was through a friend of mine who is engineering here where I work. And he was talking about his brother-in-law, right? Yeah. And this is probably, what, about 3 or 4 years ago?
Yeah, 4.
Yeah. 4, really? Wow.
Yeah.
And I remember hearing a demo of Dylan's, and this is probably at a stage before you'd had a serious amount of gigging under your belt, right?
Yeah, I was very young.
How old?
Off the busking streets. I reckon I was like 18.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's probably longer.
Wow.
Probably like 10 years.
No, really?
Like close to 9
years. Yeah, and
I'm quieter than you.
Oh, fuck. Hang on a sec. All right, actually, you know what? Let's do this. I'm just going to put it there and then turn everything up. We've got a bunch of bloody backseat producers. All right. Hang on. Now I'm got a caught in my fucking spaghetti. We need some lapel mics. All right, let me turn this down a bit. Okay. And then...
How's that? Are we good?
Let me turn up...
Is this your first time or something?
Fuck off. All right, how's that? Is everybody happy now? Say testes 1, 2. Dylan, what did you have?
Testes.
Yeah. Is this all good? All right. Sweet. As you can tell, this is the first guest I've had on Twitch. Yeah. Wrong time to be testing things out when I'm on the fucking front page of Twitch. Yeah, so anyway, if you can't hear him, just turn up. Numbnuts. Testes 1, 2. I love that. Yeah, so, and then just bit by bit, we had him do sessions here at Songzoo, and it was really cool just over Dylan's years, just watching him evolve as an artist and find his voice and his style, and find his voice and style, and then also the songs. I remember some of those first songs that you showed me. It was just like your writing style was definitely beyond your age, but as far as probably where we got that little bit closer as mates was, this was at a time where I wasn't gigging, so I was dealing with all the depression and anxiety that was keeping me off the stage, and it was probably about 3 or 4 years that the idea of gigging was just like, it was just fucking dread. But I knew through opening up opening up other areas of my life again and working with fear and proving all those fears wrong, that when that desire to play again crept in, even though there was a shitload of fear, I felt like I had to listen to that fear, listen to that desire. And just by complete chance, I had done a couple just guest appearances with friends of mine up at their gigs, and I was still terrified, but it was at least, I was starting to get things moving. And then, yeah, by coincidence, Dylan rings me up and says, you know, I've got a gig at the Brass Monkey if you're interested in doing an opening set for me. And just this light bulb came in. It was just like, I think this is just the perfect next step for me, because I am committed. There's going to be a bit of promotion involved, in a sense that, you know, I'm listed there, so it's not like I can do the runner.
You're stuck.
Yeah, I'm stuck. But then at the same time, I don't have the full-blown pressure of it being my gig. So it seemed like the next reasonable step. And this is how I felt after doing it. And as I'm talking about, like, you know, not sleeping for a few nights before it and actually for weeks before it, just going, oh, fuck, 13 days, 12 days. And, you know, I'm nothing like that now. But after I got off stage, it was literally that. So it was Kenny and I you know, it was Kenny. So Kenny just played alongside me. It was a duo set. And that was victory. It was just, as soon as I got off stage, I felt this bliss and, you know, like I really, really cracked something open. And I remember thinking to myself, all right, I want to book a tour.
Yeah.
And, you know, so I really, yeah, massive thanks to you, mate, for giving me that opportunity, because...
Pleasure.
Yeah. So, anyway, that's my... yeah, on my side in relation to you. I am curious to know, like, I mean, most of these guys probably haven't come across your work. When did you start playing?
I think I've always, like, sung and everything. I remember when I was, like, 4 years old or 5, like, seeing a big Elvis statue.
Yeah, right.
And just being like, that's what I want to be.
Elvis. I wouldn't have picked that.
I love Elvis.
Yeah, right.
So like I'd like have my Discman and just play Elvis songs all the time.
Yeah, right.
And like Beatles, and then
so early Elvis or
all
fat Elvis,
skinny and fat.
Yeah,
just, you know, everything. Yeah. All Elvis is good Elvis. And then yeah, I would start to like mimic artists and stuff. So my mum, she was an opera singer back in the day.
Really? I didn't know that.
And then she put me into singing lessons and then pushed me onto the street because I was pretty shy as a kid.
Yeah.
And yeah, I started busking from when I was like 12 to 18.
Yeah.
And just started gigging. Was in like a brass band, electronic band, started the country band now.
So, are you really? Yeah. You started a country band? Mad, that would work. So back to the busking... you know, that's also how I started, was busking out front of my mum's coffee shop.
Yeah.
What do you think busking taught you? Like, yeah, what did you get out of that experience?
Interacting with people.
Yeah,
and
right.
Just like having good chats and not judging people on the way they look or anything like that. Mum was always like, oh, don't talk to that person. He's got one shoe on. But like, just playing, like people would come up and you get to learn about new artists or stuff that people like. So yeah, it kind of like brought me out of my shell. Yeah.
Actually, that's funny you should say about not judging people, but my mum's coffee shop was it was Campbelltown's old post office, and like a colonial style building. And downstairs was the coffee shop, and upstairs was a mystery to us. And so I'm playing, and I'm 8 years old, and my mum, similar to your mum, it's like, you know, if we were walking next to the pub and there were a few people sort of, you know, a couple of drunks, so I like and I'm just looking at the chat. Yeah, not sweet. Hey, Zekers, thank you. And Zapzilla, thanks for plugging Dylan stuff. Appreciate that. So anyway, I'm playing, and you know, they have a little bit of an audience and everything, and whoever was working upstairs, which with like these, you know, 3, you know, girls that were not, you know, that were dressed quite revealing, you know, would stand and watch and go, oh, isn't he cute? And they were some of Mum's regulars.
Yep.
And then she always wondered, like, what do they do up there? And then she looked out outside one day and she watched this guy walk past, because it's a big staircase, like, you know, there's nothing like discreet about it. It's just a big fucking staircase going upstairs, and this guy walks past and then comes back and he walks again and he's sort of looking up, and it's like he's doing the laps and then he turns around and then he sort of runs up the stairs. So yeah, they were it was a massage parlor.
Oh yeah.
So
yep.
Yeah.
And you were being the music.
And I was entertaining them. Yeah, while they were doing their thing. Yep. Yeah.
Nice.
I've also found with busking that you know, contrast to a gig, it's like you kind of build up a bit of resilience playing when nobody gives a fuck as well.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah, people are just walking by, or it's just like, what am I doing? And then you go in your own head for a bit and you're like, no, this is like, I'm playing for myself. If someone listens, that's fine. And then, yeah, but then there's some gigs even where it's just like, I don't know, people are talking, not listening.
Yeah.
Like, you were on that street that day. You were getting a massage.
Yeah, well, we both play Brass Monkey fairly regularly. And Anthony, the sound guy, is particularly brutal when it comes to those guys who are just talking. Hey, so the guys like, this is the Brass Monkey, you know, really prides themselves, and it is. The reason why there is a lot of magic in that venue is because it's a real music appreciation audience, but that's also a type of community that they've cultivated over time through doing things like what Anthony does. Yeah. Have you seen Anthony at his most brutal at all?
I haven't.
No?
But he's a guy where if you've never met him for the first time, he'll just come out with a dry joke and just walk away.
A dry, borderline offensive joke as well. Like, because it's like when I first met Anthony, I'm like, I didn't know how to. I was like, does this guy not fucking like me or something? Like, and then he told a joke. I'm like, no, we're good. And it was like an offensive joke about his wife or something like that. It's well, not offensive to me, but probably possibly offensive to. She'd laugh.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. Yeah, and he's really passionate about the artists that play there as well and doing a good job. So, it always feels like home playing at the Brass Monkey.
It is. It is.
So,
home.
You got any gigs there soon?
I do. I'm working on my next single. This whole COVID thing. I don't know if you've heard of it.
COVID, I know. Yeah.
It's kind of thrown everything in.
Started in Melbourne, right?
Yeah, I think that's right.
Sorry, Melbourne, Victoria.
Yeah, it's just thrown everything out. So we got a new single coming out next month, and playing a show there.
Yeah, nice, great. Yeah. Mad. So your style. I mean, I haven't been to any of your more recent shows, but am I right in saying that you've always kind of, there's been, even if you've done things that are a bit more up-tempo, there's always been an emotive energy around it? Yeah,
it's kind of like I grew up listening to Jack Johnson and kind of writing in that storyteller kind of vibe, like a Ben Harper, just with like my upbringing and stuff. I kind of like just put pen to paper, like lock myself in a bathroom, sit on the toilet, and write.
Really?
Yeah.
So when you what draws you towards writing music that's a bit more emotive?
I think just life experience and not writing for other people. So it's kind of like a diary, I guess, like a journal. Like I'm journaling, just what I'm thinking. I try and write songs for other people, but it just tends to be about me.
Yeah. So would you say most of your songs are in some way inspired by your own experiences? Yeah. I think all of them. So Dylan's got just such a, like there's a lot of storytelling themes, and in between his songs as well, he tells life stories similar to what I do as well. And I find it cathartic doing that. How about you?
Yeah. But I just can't seem to get the upbeat ones yet. They're coming. They're coming. But yeah,
I know what you mean. Like I mean, hey, like there's a reason why when you go through Netflix and all that, there are a shitload of dramas and thrillers and actions, and it's hard to come across good comedies. I reckon.
Yeah.
It's just something about, you know, rough experiences or whatever that are fascinating.
Yeah.
To write about, but maybe they're also, you know, calls for things that we need to digest. I find I digest a lot of emotions through writing about it a bit better.
Yeah, like talking it out kind of helps you understand it.
Talking it out, writing it. I journal a lot.
Yeah.
As well. So what would oh, that's a nice thing to say. Crook guts. mad.
Yeah, it's true though, isn't it?
So glad I stumbled
Crowd
onto
stalker.
this page. Rough week. You're a champion, Nathan. Thank you.
Yeah, that's the thing too. Like everyone has their own story, and I think I knew that, but then I really started to notice it the past few years, where it's like someone could be smiling but just having the worst time.
Really?
You know?
Yeah. I can understand that.
Yeah.
The thing that I find quite powerful when it comes to music is that it, you know, some people are just not comfortable talking about their feelings or whatever, right?
Yep.
And if you believe that in order to process feelings, that in some way they need to be felt or they need to be expressed, and you're not somebody who can talk, then I find music quite powerful, because when you listen to a song that makes you, like we had this discussion, guys, didn't we, probably a few streams ago, about why does a sad song make you feel, you know, does a sad song make you feel lighter, or does it actually make you feel heavier and sad? And most people said it makes them feel lighter. So when I was younger, and, you know, with my emotions, when I felt sad, and I wasn't thinking about tomorrow or whatever, I'd just go home and play some Jeff Buckley, light a candle, lie there, cry, listen to Jeff Buckley or whatever, like,
Album
and then
Grace.
and then just feel completely, you know, light, and like I'd release something. So the fact that you and other musicians, you know, offer those more emotive songs, I mean, I've seen it at your own gigs, where you've got dudes that are big and tough looking, just almost weeping, like, and that's good. It's good for the soul.
Yeah, I think that's just the same. Like with me, struggling to like put my emotions into words, but it's easier to put it into a song.
Yeah, right.
It's just like compact and just put it out, and then you come back to it. Like every time I play, I always come back with that emotion, and it kind of helps me get through that too.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so when do you write better retrospectively or during the moment?
I think past, present, and future. Like I take different scenarios.
Yeah.
And just whack them all in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So say, you know, say you're going through some shit, and like in the heat of the moment, do you find you need to be out of that moment before you write about it?
Nah.
Or you can write about it when you're in the moment?
Yeah.
In song form?
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. I can't do that. That's cool. Yeah, right.
Like,
so you can go there.
Because it just, I don't know, it helps me get it out, and I can move in different, where I see it going, where it could go, you know?
Yeah. That's cool. Teach me, wise one. Yeah, the amount of times where I've been in a moment and go, I know there's a song here, but I'm so fucking emotionally swept up that the part of my brain that builds things, that creates things, is blocked. It's just shutting down. It's going...
There's a song there.
Yeah.
Keep chugging.
Well, the a friend of mine. So do you go through phases where you're like, I'm writing shit?
Oh, like I try and write, like I remember watching a Ben Harper documentary. He's like, I write every day, like even if it's like a line or a song. So I try and write something every day. A majority are just stupid, just like, you know, but yeah, I think that's the thing. You just have to write every day.
Yeah.
Consistency.
Yeah. The guitarist is a mate of mine in Icehouse, Paul. He explains creativity like a fountain. Like if you block it, then like nothing comes out. But sometimes you're going to go through phases where the water's crystal clear.
Yeah.
And then when it goes brown and shit, the worst thing you can do is just keep it coming.
Yeah.
Just get through the shit, and then it'll come clear again.
Yeah.
I'm like you. I'm a habitual writer. Yeah. Like I think that's what being a screen composer has taught me, is that I can't just go, I'm not feeling it today. Yeah.
That's not
sorry,
yeah.
Coca-Cola. You're gonna have to wait until I'm feeling it.
That stream coming.
Griffin, what are you drinking, lads? I'm drinking Bulmers, and we've got a little creatures pale ale.
The man bun.
Ask Dylan if his man bun is going to make a comeback.
No.
Is it Flying Doormat? So you're familiar with Dylan's work?
I grew my hair and cut it 5 years ago or something. 4 years, because my mum had leukemia. So I was growing that to make her a wig.
That's nice.
Yeah, but didn't get there.
Oh man. Have you written about that experience at all?
Growing my hair?
No, about
Yeah.
Is it hard to sing when you do it?
Yeah, I haven't finished the song.
Okay.
About that kind of situation. There's one in the works, but it's kind of like, no, it's weird. It's really weird. It's probably the toughest
thing to write.
Yeah.
I felt that way about Before You Check Out. Because that being inspired by losing my cousin, it was, even though it flowed, finishing it was tough. Like it was just hard because, and I find playing it on stage, I have to make a conscious effort to not distance myself from the song when I'm singing it.
Yeah.
And, because it's so, I think, am I right in saying there was a song that you wrote in relation to your grandpa that's quite emotional?
Yeah.
So when you sing that, are you always there, or do you have to?
I haven't played it live.
I thought you had. I thought I'd.
Oh, maybe I have once.
Yeah, right.
But I think once was enough. But that's on my EP that's coming out sometime.
Man, this is gonna be a great EP. Yeah.
But yeah, that was tough. I wrote that. My wife and I were on our honeymoon in Bali, and we got the first morning we woke up. My brother called me and said that my grandfather had passed away. And he was the man of our family.
What type of things did he kind of bring to? Would you say he instilled and brought to the family?
He was a Dutchman, so he came over to Australia when he was 19, selling artworks, like European paintings.
Wow.
He was meant to go from South Africa, Sydney, and move to Canada, but he met my nana.
Yeah.
And asked her out.
Distracted by a woman.
Yeah. Pesky women. But he was just a strong man and happy and always there for you, and he just had a great accent.
Yeah. Did a lot of, my nun is Italian, so my dad's parents are Italian. And
You're Italian?
Yeah, I'm half Italian.
Oh, wow. I knew.
Yeah, I was going to say the last fucking name, Cavaleri, didn't give it away. No worries, Annie. Thanks for chiming in. Griffin, it's always the women distracting us. And, hey, I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's most of my songs.
I found that you know, with a lot of friends that I have you know, where their grandparents are from another country or whatever, can be so detached from socially that it's hard to relate. Like, did you feel that way about him? Could you connect and relate?
Yeah.
So I'd never quite had that with mine.
Yeah.
No, because you know, yeah, it's and I don't think it's necessarily because of the, you know, where they came from. It's just how they choose to live once they're here, right?
Yeah. Well, I always wanted to learn a language, especially Dutch, when I was growing up, and my opa wouldn't teach anyone. He's like, nah, we're in Australia.
Really?
Everyone's speaking English.
Was he still proud of being Dutch?
Yeah. He'd speak to his brothers and sister on the phone in Dutch. And like, I'd try and teach myself. And I was like, oh.
Do you know anything in Dutch?
Not really. Nah. I used to, but nah.
Yeah. Do we have any Dutch here?
Yeah, Dutch is very hard.
Dutch is so hard, man. What's so hard about Dutch?
Welkom. It's like, it's just you got to use the back of your throat. Yeah.
These ones?
Goedemorgen.
Oh, really?
Goedemorgen.
Oh, yeah, of course. Yeah. Right. I don't speak freaky, deaky Dutch. What's that? Where's that from? It's got a quote around it. Did you just put quotes around that, but it's actually yours?
Trademarked.
Yeah. So, all right, let's, since I was talking about getting up on stage and fucking shit that I went through to get up on stage, have you ever found yourself in a position where the nerves are getting too much and you're having problems getting up on stage, or have you always been really comfortable getting out there?
The nerves here today.
Really?
I had more nerves here, probably because I can't see anyone, and it's just us.
Yeah, you don't know. Well, it's much easier to just imagine they're all sitting naked watching us, twiddling with their belly buttons.
If I get a bit nervous once I get on stage and get through that first song, forget words, then I'm sweet.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I've yeah. Oh, that's mad. That's mad. So what about if you're sick, you got a cold, your voice is shot, what happens there? You don't care, it's just kind of like, I can just do my best and that's all I can do?
Yeah, as soon as I like get the energy off everyone else, like in the audience, then I'm like, I remember being so sick. I had an EP launch, my first EP.
Oh no.
And I was in bed all day. It was sold out.
That was Music Week?
No, this was like years ago. Sold out.
That's Murphy's Law.
And my manager was like, you have to get here. Like, it's sold out. And I went there, played the gig, could not remember a thing. Like, really? I was just so sick.
Oh. And did you hide it, or did you say it when you were there?
No.
You didn't say it?
No.
Wow. Why?
Went on stage, no sound check, and then went straight off.
Right.
Straight back to bed.
And is there a philosophy for not mentioning it? Some people will say if you mention it, then you're giving it more power. Other people feel like when they mention it, it relaxes them, so they just sing better or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I
didn't
want any excuses, maybe.
Yeah. No excuses, mate. Yeah.
How you going? Yeah, nah. That's probably how.
Yeah, and when you do you feel like having a play?
Yeah.
Yeah. When you hear Dylan's voice, that's why I'm like, you know, it's like, I always think to myself when I'm having that moment where I've half lost my voice because of a cold or a flu, and the thing that breaks me out of feeling anxious is, lucky I'm not Sam Smith. You know, like at the end of the day, I play blues-based music. Yeah. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, you can get through.
Whereas your music is a little bit more about the voice, you know.
I lost my voice for 3 months at the start of the year.
Oh yeah, you did.
Like at
how
the end of last
did that
year.
happen?
We had really bad bushfires in Sydney.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
But I played a gig and I was super sick, and I was meant to play for 4 hours and played 2, and lost my voice completely.
Because you would have been pushing through all that smoky shit, like.
Yeah, and then the fires got worse and worse, and I literally could not speak. I went to all these doctors, got blood tests, got acupuncture in my throat, and then I went to a speech therapist. I got in. It took like 10 weeks to get in here, and they were like, I thought it was like nodules or something.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was freaking out because as soon as I get like a sore throat, I'm like, call the ambulance.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
done.
me, man.
I'm done. So I went to the speech therapist, and they're like, nothing's wrong, just talk.
Really?
I was like, oh, okay.
Really? So do you reckon some of it was psychosomatic?
I think so.
It's okay. It's a safe space.
I don't know. Like, because I went on like no sugar, no alcohol.
Yeah.
Went like vegan, just doing anything that I could, and I got there and paid bloody a buttload of money, and they're just like, just talk, just
Mango Hill Shell, flu.
Yeah, it was man flu. It was bad. But now we're back. It's still like a bit weak, but
there's something to be said about the mind.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I got a meditation course tonight, actually.
Oh, where at?
Online.
Yeah, I did a meditation one online.
She got
Which
me
one?
for Father's Week. Father's Week.
I might as well be. Yeah.
Father's Day. She got me a 10-week. We're doing a 10-week meditation course.
Great. Who's that through? Do you want to share or not?
Matt Greeks.
Okay, no.
It's like Keeley meditation.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I did an online one that Jack Cornfield and Tara Bruck ran, which was really cool. It was around 10 to 12 weeks.
Yeah.
Or you can do it much quicker if you want to, but I got so much out of it.
Yeah, it's been good. This is like week 3 now.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Have you had experience with the Waking Up app, the Sam Harris one?
No.
It's good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Waking up.
Yeah, it's killer. I was going to have a rave about it a bit later.
I do deserve a week. We all deserve a week.
All right, well, I'll play one of the film clips while we get set up for Dylan to have a little bash on the drums. You cool with that?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
And then have a think if you guys have any questions for Dill. Have a think while he's playing and then fire him off before he takes off. And all right. Let's do. What do you guys feel like? Do you feel like? I haven't done many official film clips, so I need to work on that. Before you check out Hug, Castles in the Sky, 29 Gold Stars, or Chucky, you guys name it. Don't everybody name it once.
29.
Before you check out, that's because it's the first one that I just said. Before you check out the insurance and your fuck off. 29 Gold Stars.
Yeah, I agree.
Which one?
29.
All right, let's do that. Dylan's the guest, so here we go. I felt the ice on these sheets too late. The saliva on my skin sealed my fate. Frozen in sweat like the first day of school. 29 gold stars face down in the mud. Sitting in the naughty corner, sucker my thumb. Shame on my fingers, shame on my lips. I couldn't help to sing traveling to my hips. Regret sets with the rise of the sun. 29 gold stars face down in the mud. Sitting in the naughty corner, sucker mouth. Staring down the barrels of 1,000 pointer fingertips.
stars. Shame on you, monkey shit. I gave her my back instead. I gave her my tummy. Another undoing, can't be undone. 29 cold stars, face down in my mind. Sitting in the night, called a sycamore. Staring down the barrels of 1,000-pointed fingertips. Sitting in the night, called a sycamore.
All right.
Hey, we're back.
Yeah, you're having a Garth moment.
Yeah.
Garth and Wayne's World. Hang on, let me adjust the camera. Actually, maybe adjust your face. No, I'm joking.
I need a lot to do that.
All right, give us a number. Go nuts.
Light of the darkness, with your soul, pave the way with gold. See, my kindness is taken for weakness. I've seen fortune torture the brave. The only thing that they wanna see is us in an early grave. See, my kingdom is coming down, and everything is crumbling to the ground. I don't have faith like before. Now I've seen the falling golden doors. See, we're only passing through. Don't mind me and I won't mind you. We're only passing through. Don't mind me and I got lost, looking for a leader, turning the TV on. Seemed much easier. See, my kingdom is coming down, and everything is crumbling to the ground. I don't have faith like before. Now I've seen the falling golden doors. See, we're only passing through. Don't mind me and I won't mind you. We're only passing through. Don't mind me and I. There's always fussing and fighting and pointing and lying. I can't see right from wrong. There's always sitting and waiting and hesitating on where I belong. See, my kingdom is coming down, and everything is crumbling to the ground. See, we're only passing through. Don't mind me and I won't mind you. We're only passing through. Don't mind me now. See, we're only passing through. Don't mind me and I won't mind you. We're only passing through. Don't mind me and I won't mind you.
Yay! Fuck, man. that was
Thank
so
you.
good.
Thank
Oh,
you.
hang on, let me turn the reverb off.
I like those lighters in the air there.
Yeah.
That was nice.
Yeah, look at him. They're
Ah,
loving it.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I've only got 1 follower at the moment, so
Oh, you started a Twitch account.
I'm on Twitch.
Hey guys.
I'm on.
Hey, what's your thingo?
The Right Dylan.
Like as in the
Right W. Yep.
the right Dylan. Oh,
Oh,
Bravo's beat me to it.
Good.
Guys, follow him. And yeah, like I said, he's one of the many artists I've been trying to get onto Twitch. So, with enough love and persuasion, I'm sure we can get him to commit to some sort of a regular schedule.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Are you keen?
I'm keen. I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm hooked.
Fuck. Woo!
I think I've watched.
Mission accomplished.
I've been watching so much.
Oh, enjoy it. 2 followers
Ah, nice.
now. That's so cool. That's so cool.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Next writing with Osher. Yeah, I got
Yeah.
Osher Ginsberg on there as well.
Nice.
Well, it wasn't just me.
You should get another bike next to him and just go for a ride.
Man, I could no way I could keep up with that guy.
It's crazy.
Fucking hell, nuts. I thought of like they should invent a game like 'cause that's Zwift, I think it's called.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. Where, what if he was doing that, but it was also a game where he can throw shit at people like Mario Kart
That'd be
or
cool.
shoot them
Like
up
bananas and
or
stuff.
punch them. Yeah. So, yeah, this is cool. 26 followers. That's mad.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, guys. Want to play something else?
Sure.
But you don't have to.
Yeah. Do you want something? I don't know.
You can play
I
whatever
can do
you want.
slower.
You know what? Every time I've asked that question, they go, "Play whatever you want."
Yeah,
No, you play
want.
whatever you're in the mood for.
All right, we'll see.
Edit James.
Yeah.
All
right.
Yeah, whatever your favorite. Let me. Do you want more reverb, sweet?
Oh yeah, give me some reverb.
Let's just sing a bit.
All right, I wrote this for my now wife.
Oh, nice.
We met when on the first day of high school, and then I was too nervous to hold her hand. But yeah, now we're married and have a little baby girl, and this song's
She's
about.
adorable. Yeah.
This song's about her.
Well, I've been searching far and wide for someone to rescue me and stand by my side. I've seen it in movies, written in books, that love is all I ask for, and love is all that it took. A breathtaking beauty, paints a smile on my face. She lifts me up from nothing, just an amazing grace. And I only want to wake up with you sleeping next to me. Ooh, every other morning doesn't really matter. No. She's written down in poetry. She's painted on walls. She's a hope in our hearts. She's a light in our soul. She's the one that I look for. When I go to sleep, yeah, she never let me get too far. Ooh, she never let me in too deep. In a breathtaking beauty, paints a smile on my face, and she lifts me up from nothing. Just amazing grace, and I only want to wake up with you sleeping next to me. 'Cause every other morning doesn't really matter, no. Now I only wanna wake up with you sleeping next to me. Ooh, every other morning doesn't really matter. Na, 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 hey, na, hey, na, na, hey, no, no, ooh, no, no, ooh, no, hey, no, hey. And the breathtaking beauty paints a smile on my face, and she lifts me up from nothing. Just amazing grace, and I only want to wake up with you sleeping next to me. 'Cause every other morning doesn't really matter.
I remember that song. Fuck, that's good.
That song's
Wow,
called
guys.
Rescue. Thank you.
Is that out?
That's out. It goes for like 8 minutes. Sorry.
Yeah. I know. Dylan has played a couple sets before me at the Brass Monkey, and I remember that song because I'd always go for a walk when I'm nervous. I'd go for a fucking walk to the beach during your set just
Still
to
be
get out of there.
playing that song
and then
still.
I come back in and listen to that and hear that voice and go, I'm fucking nervous again. I'm going to go back to the beach.
Oh, thank you.
Awesome. And hey guys, the tip donations jar, everything on tonight's stream, whatever you guys tip will go to Dylan.
Oh.
So show us your wallets and stuff. I'm going to pass it on.
Oh.
So yeah, so hit that tip jar up, and I promise, I'll give you my word. I'll pass it on for sure.
Oh,
so
thanks.
yeah, of course, man, of course. And And to those smart asses earlier on during that song that paid me out, I'll fucking deal with you bastards later.
It's coming.
It's coming. Awesome. All right, man. Thank you so much, man, for
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you guys. Thank you very much.
I didn't want to make you feel any more nervous, but you're the first guest I've ever had on here.
Oh,
they're the first guest that
privileged.
Yeah. So, and definitely hit up Dylan's Twitch channel and
yeah, we'll be getting there.
Just like me when I was learning it as well, he'll be learning it as well, and
I'll be fresh.
Yeah. So feel free to give him any feedback or suggestions, because I know when I started out my stream, that was really helpful that you guys did that for me as well. So, and one day we should definitely do a song together.
Yeah, I'll be back.
Wait, fuck off, Buzz, man. Yeah, they were giving me shit saying that I was the roadie.
Never.
Yeah, awesome.
Now he's going to shred.
Awesome. All right. Can I have my guitar back?
No. I like it.
Did you like it?
Yeah, it's really nice.
Yeah. I'm thinking about
it. Might go missing.
Sweet. All right, we'll give it up for Dylan, guys.
Thank you very much. See you on Twitch soon. My Twitch. Get rid of this guy.
Thanks, mate.